Yes, I'm Luciana. I'm Brazilian. I have studied biology. It's a pleasure to be here. I have been following the work of the center for a while, and it has encouraged me too much to understand that as a biologist, I was feeling myself comfortable to this debate because it's about women philosophers and women scientists, but it's most about interdisciplinarity and the questions we are living now. And what philosophy tells us is that in the first, this kind of field of studies were not so much separated, so much fragmented. And as a biologist, I always felt I always missed some more to know about human questions, human conditions, and social conditions. And it seemed to me that we are a little afraid of that. We are very concerned about social Darwinism and this kind of hierarchy that has been justified by biological determinations, and that made me very concerned in an ethical way about our field of study as biologists. And recently I discovered the field of philosophy of biology. It's so interesting, where we can discuss better the theory of evolution and ecology, which for me are the two main fields in biology. The axis of ecology, which means our relations with all the beings in the world in our moment, and in evolution as something that connects us in a more historical, temporal scale. And this is so fascinating, and in some sense, as biologists don't have the time to think more about it, and someone had to do it, had to try to synthesize all these marvelous discoveries of science, and I think to bring it back to the philosophic field, and I think we are living this moment because science, neuroscience, and has been discovering so many important things and I don't know if they're trying to answer philosophical questions, but they are very near philosophical questions now, and at the same time corroborating that philosophy anticipated so many of the scientific inquiries. This is a point where I feel myself comfortable to contribute and to learn more about philosophy. I feel like a kindergarten here, and it's amazing, and discovers all these fields of philosophy. I have felt so many emotions since my article was accepted, and sometimes you have so many good people with good potential to think, to make philosophy, and to keep studying. And when I'm here and trying to talk to the camera with with some good English, and I think I'm here and thinking of so many people who are not here, and so many people who don't have the opportunity to study. And so it's also a dream coming true that philosophy and thinking and changing experiences and affective experiences can become more and more practice in universities and in all spaces. When I study someone from the past and someone who talks about emotions and body and mind, I'm thinking of the ice melting now in the climate crisis and hunger and poverty, and that's it. We have always lots of things to do. That's it. Studying history of philosophy and all these women who had to fight so many adversities, really encouraging.